All right, guys, this is going to be a solo episode of the Strong Life Podcast. I'm your host and your boy, Zach Avanesh. We're here at the Underground Strength office. These are not fake bricks like the people who put up those, little tacky bricks or fake wood. This is the real deal. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about something I posted up on the Instagram, and all it says is, do your job. And I'm going to break it down so there's some context to that. Even though I first heard of that was being a sign hanging up in the New England Patriots offices, and supposedly there's no motivational posters or anything of that. That's the only sign. Maybe it's just the only sign in Bill Belichick's office. And Bill Belichick once called the Underground Strength Gym, by the way, true story. And you could kind of Google that. I think I've posted it before, and I'll get into that later. But first off, guys, this podcast is brought to you by my friends over at Sorinex.com. Been buying their equipment since 02, 03. So creeping up on 20 years of working with those guys. Just got new Sorinex equipment at my Underground Strength Gym here in Manasquan, where we recently did the first ever SSP cert, Strength and Sport Performance Coach certification. And the cert was very good. Why do I not say great? Well, a couple reasons. I'll say I tried cramming it into one day. And why did I try cramming it into one day? Because through the years, so many coaches have tried to avoid the actual work. And I got to say, I allowed it to influence me. When somebody sees that it was $500, they wonder, can it be cheaper? When I think of $500, I say to myself as a coach and a business owner, well, that would be a member staying with me for 2.5 months, and nobody stays for a half month. One person. If I utilize that information, it pays me back for a lifetime. So the pilot cert was $500. It will never be that discounted rate again. Number two, coaches really tried to stay hands off oftentimes. And so next time I do the cert, there's going to be a lot more hands on. And when I used to do the Underground Strength Coach cert, especially the early days, holy hell, I don't know how people survived. They came in, they got like a 5-minute spiel, and then we were training. They went through an introductory workout of what a new athlete would go through. Back then, it wasn't even a trial assessment. It was more of a trial by fire to see if you're tough and you could handle it. And so it was a rough trial. From there, they did a lot of bodyweight exercises from basic to advanced to jump training and plyometrics. Then they went into a lot of kettlebell training, sandbag training, tire flips, strongman training, odd objects. Then the next morning started with another training session. Then it went into the barbell lifts. I mean, we had to put a spatula under them and get them into their cars after that. And so I went over and above and beyond, as you should be. That was my job, to pour my heart and soul into a certification. And so I'm not sure when the next one's going to be. I've actually asked my friends at Sorinex if I could do the next one at Sorinex headquarters. Okay. For those of you who are listening and not watching, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you head on over to zachstrength.com, get your free strength training courses. They're so expensive, they're free. And by the way, they kick ass. They deliver results. And so the title of this podcast of Do Your Job, it falls under everything I do. When I give something free or you purchase something and the goal is to get stronger or add more muscle or whatever the goal of that program is, it works when you do the work. In the past few months, I've experienced a couple of things where somebody on the other end of their job is not doing their work. So I'm going to break it down here to give some context to the Do Your Job Instagram post. Number one, about 2, 3 months ago, I'd say 3 months ago, a guy was recommended to me to come to my gym and install LED lights. So I believe I had 16 lights, and he wasn't hired to install them. I just bought the LED lights. He traveled down from his place about an hour away, 45 minutes away. I didn't know he was not local. And so in our conversation, I could feel he was, you know, telling me, I'm here now. I'll sell you these lights. So I was like, all right, if you've got them and you're worried that I'm not so serious about it, if you've got the 16 lights, I will buy them. So whatever amount of lights it was, it may have been 20 lights. It was $500. I had a buddy of mine install them, and 4 of those lights do not work. These are LED lights that are supposed to last, tens of thousands of hours. They were on for maybe 15 hours, and 4 of them already do not work. So I contacted him through text. I don't hear back. I do it again and again, once a day, checking in. Hey, buddy, just checking in. These 4 lights don't work. Wondering if maybe these are faulty lights, or something was wrong with them. Let me know how we could fix this. Real nice, real nice. He don't get back to me. We're 3 months out. I was messaging him previously things like, listen, I know you're an hour away. Just Venmo me, refund me for those 4 lights that don't work. Nothing. Can't say sorry. Can't say no thanks. Can't say contact this person, blah, blah, blah. Radio silence. Now I got to contact my credit card company. And you guys might think, oh, Zach, you suck. Here's what sucks. People are attached to their phone 24/7. If within this 3-month period, bad things have happened, house burns down, I lose a family member, this happens, that happens, guess what? In 3 months, I'm getting back to your text message, period, end of story. And I'm going to have an answer for you. So here's somebody who sold stuff. It doesn't work. And now they cannot simply say, let me make that right for you. At my gym, once in a blue moon, we have somebody that will sign up. They've kind of, maybe did a good job during the trial. Then their personality unfolds at the underground. And then I realize they're a wrong fit, an incorrect fit. Having my morning tea here. They might be chatty bodaddy, interrupting everybody. They may not be coachable, where they have to always, you give them advice, they talk back, they have an excuse. If that person is not a good fit, and let's say it's the end of the month and their membership has already been paid for, membership at my gym always kicks in on the first of the month, or it's prorated. Let's say they've trained 2 to 3 weeks. I refund all of it. I owe them nothing. That means they trained 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks on the house. I owe them nothing. I did my job. I get hired to make athletes faster, stronger, tougher, put on size, build confidence. I do my damn job. The kid may or not do their job. The parents may or may not do their job with stocking food in the cabinets and the fridge. But I do my job. Fast forward a little later. See the haircut, guys? It ain't hard to mess this up. I asked them for a fade, very close, less than a number 1. Then on the top, cut it very short. I like it short. I like it high and tight. I don't want to mess with hair. For 20 years, I buzzed my own hair. It's nice to sit down once every 2 or 3 weeks for 10 minutes and let somebody cut your hair. Well, last person that gave me a haircut, it was the end of the night, which is when I often get to a place around 7:20. They close at 8. They're complaining. She's complaining to her coworker, just making kind of rude comments of other people that were in and out. It's hard to tell after they finish my hair. I think it looks good. I go home, I take a shower. I realize they didn't really Get close enough on the side. The front was all crooked. And I say to myself, man, you went to school to cut hair. I got to your place. You complain the whole time. You got a negative attitude. You've got rude comments going back and forth with your colleague. It was completely crap and unprofessional. 2 days later, I'm still pissed off. I go on my phone, I look on the, maps, and I find a local barber. I go there, I walk in, the guy fixes it up, boom, perfect, done. So the person who cut my hair could not get the job done the right way. And by the way, at this place, I'm not going to name, it's a franchise. When they cut your hair, it's like goes into like a computer and they could see what the previous person did. And so for like 2.5, 3 years now, I've been getting the same haircut. I don't know what that is. It's like a point 0.5 fade, goes up to the top, hand cut length on the top. Everybody sees it. They blew it. That's person number 2. Do your job, but some people cannot do their damn job. And so, number 3, I take my car. I got a Toyota 4Runner, which I love that damn thing. I hear noise. I know it's the muffler. I live in a beach town, so it's not odd for kind of the bottom of your truck to start getting some rust from salt water and kind of the wind pushing all the salt, oxidation of whatever happens to that stuff. And it's 200,000 miles. I take it to these guys. I need my truck for work. They tell me they could get it done on a specific day. The part comes in, it's the wrong part. Maybe mistake on the people they ordered from, maybe mistake on them. I'm not really sure. Mistakes happen. We're human, right? Now it's like, damn, dude, I left you guys my truck all day. I'm about to pick it up in 30 or 45 minutes. You call me at 2:30 and tell me, wrong part. Boom. Okay, we're human. I'll pick it up. When you guys going to get it? We're going to get it in 2 to 3 days. Bring it on next week. Okay, I'll bring it next week. I take it, drop it off. I get this, half day from school. I say, I'll be back in 2 hours. If you can't fix it, I'll leave it there. Please fix it. If you don't have that time where I need it before my gym, work on it. And then I will pick it up in the morning. Well, yesterday they call me and they say it's ready. I ride my bike there from my house. I start my car and it sounds like a dirt bike. It's like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, is that my car? I'm off of a main road. I'm like, or is it the Bobcat that's working over there, moving all the dirt and sand? Is it all these cars racing by? I'm like, it can't be my truck. They just fixed the muffler and tailpipe. I pull out. I still hear the noise. I get down 1 block. I still hear the noise. Mother effer. I hit a left turn around. I bring it back. I tell the guy, dude, it's making noise. I thought you fixed this. It cost me $800 and change for a muffler, tailpipe, parts, labor, whatever, attachments they got to put. I'm like, can you fix this now? I need this thing fixed now. I got to go. I'm the only guy here. I'm cleaning up. You want to know what time it was? 3:40. I opened my gym at 4. I don't care if you want to start your day early at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. I don't give a fuck what time you want to start your day at. But I paid you almost $1,000 for a job and it ain't done right. And you're telling me you can't do it now? You're telling me come back tomorrow. It'll take 15 minutes. What the fuck is wrong with 15 minutes right now? They could not do it. I said, I'm not, he said, you could drive it. It's not doing anything wrong. You could, I go, I'm not driving this thing up and down the highway. I'm leaving it here and I need it fixed tomorrow. I could have blown up on them, but I try to be human and understand mistakes happen. But here's what I will never understand. You have a job Make sure you're double, triple, quadruple checking that shit, that it is done. If you have replaced a muffler and tailpipe and the car is running and you don't hear that noise, you ain't doing your job. We make mistakes, but we must correct our mistakes. If I've ever made a mistake, I find a way to correct it and fix it. I am not perfect, nor do I claim to be. What I am saying is people are struggling to do their job and get uncomfortable. This guy had to leave, yet he's telling me it takes 15 minutes to fix it. Then take 15 minutes. You have to leave now? It's really disappointing. A rule I've got with my coaches at my gym, Manasquan location. End of the night, spray down all the benches. Literally takes you 2 minutes. Go into the bathroom, spray down the sink, spray down the toilet bowl, empty the garbage can. I do not want to see our gym bathroom looking like some gas station shithole bathroom. I don't want marks on the sink. I don't want toilet paper with blood or anything else thrown in the garbage and left there. The person coming in should not have to clean up the person who left. And I learned that, I've shared this before. I probably learned it before I was a bartender in my early 20s, because my first job in a hospital fitness center was 1995. We cleaned everything. We didn't mop the floors. That's what they had, like a housekeeping crew did that. But we would spray down benches. We had towels everywhere. At the end of the night, we walk around, we pick up towels that people left out, we spray things down, we organize the weights. Everything is organized. So whoever was coming in the next morning could turn on the lights. Saturday morning for my certification, I come in and I had to clean the bathroom. I'm cleaning the sink, I'm cleaning the toilet, and I'm emptying a garbage can that's filled probably a third of the way with all kinds of shit, which I've told my guys many times, and I'm okay with them hearing this and getting called out this way because I say it to them often. And these little details are very important. It shows respect. It shows attention to detail. It shows the difference between good and great, from mediocrity and excellence. Good enough is the death of greatness. Period. End of story. If your job, let's say you're in a business partnership and your job is ABC, then do ABC. Period. End of story. Get it done. Or be very clear up front with why you're not going to be doing something. Very clear. This is what I do. This is what I don't do. This is what I'm going to be able to do. I'm not going to empty promise you that I could show up more than I truly can. Period. End of story. Do your job. Now, Sal Losi commented on that Instagram post. I didn't really give it enough context, so it inspired me to get this out. He said, you can only do your job when leadership clearly defines what your job is. And Sal, as a strength coach, has probably experienced that, being at the pro level, the Division I level. If your job is strength coach, there's kind of an inside joke on how embarrassing it is for the football strength coach to be the get back coach, where you're moving the sport coach, grabbing him by the back of his pants or grabbing him by the waist and moving him around. You are a strength coach, a sports performance coach. Your role should be strength and conditioning, sports performance. If you're in administration, there are some strength coaches who are assistant athletic directors. That's fine. Make it clearly defined and then do your job. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you go to zachstrength.com, get your free training courses, but put them to use. Nothing worse than getting stuff and it collects internet dust. you don't use it. And let me tell you something about the free training courses I have. They work when you do your job, and your job is to do the damn work. Period. End of story. Head on over to my friends at soarnext.com. If you want information on the strength and sport performance coach certification, I always do stuff through the newsletter, which is zachstrength.com. If you're looking for it on Instagram, you won't find it because when I promote stuff on Instagram, it gets pushed down. They call that shadow banning. And so you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff if you're only trying to connect or learn from me through social media, through Instagram. Had a strength coach tell me he only looks on Instagram and YouTube for 60 to 90-second videos, you know, which really, I get it. You're that younger new generation. But if that's the only way you learn, you are not doing deep learning. You are not digging deep to figure things out. So do your job, guys. ZachStrength.com. Boom. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here.